No fun. I'm actually going to log out from like doing any readings anywhere, and I am just going to focus on doing this tree unless somebody comes into YouTube and wants something done. And I am absolutely in a we'll go here for music. I understand it. Um, this microphone does not pick up the Pandora the way that this other stuff does, which I think is wonderful. I'm just getting my other device set up here, guys. You guys won't see me at all here on YouTube because I'm working on a project down here. We are going to get some work done on this tree. So here we are. I feel like that music is just a little bit too loud.
So cute. Look how it comes in this little velvet bag.
Cool. Okay. Thank you for tapping that screen, Rochelle. Yeah, that feels more normal, hey? Just the way I like it here. There we go. Profile. I am so pumped about this. I think I'm going to start down here today, though. This is just like when we're making these things, I just kind of flow with them and go wherever the whatchamacallit pulls me, right? So it's totally a thing. Forever with my heart in my pocket. All right. So I need that. I need that. Sweet. We had 3 kids. Okay, so I am actually going to let's see here. Oh, gone away. All right, sweetie. I have to take and put some of our setting spray on this copper real quick. Like, there we go. I'm going to get some fresh stones out so that we can continue that. Cool. So let's see here. We want... No, this isn't working. I'm gonna get a few pieces of moss that I got. Well, that's annoying. So okay, that's better. Anyway, the wind. Because I am a broken cowboy. Okay, let's see here. Hi, friend. Yeah, I forgot to turn those off. I realized it after I went live. Please no more, though. Please, please. Hi. I'm very excited to have this little project done. Thank you. Something just happened. Oh. Okay. I see. I forgot to get Rhoda Corset out. It's like, where's the pink? I'm gonna go up here. I love this song. It's one of my favorites. Do 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 do. I think I'm gonna put a few small pieces of rose quartz in here. Said I know. Thank you. I actually really love making these trees. I'm glad that I was so heavily encouraged to start working with this smaller wire, just because it's such a banger. Hi there, Sadia. I'm gonna start on those little trees pretty soon here, I bet. As soon as I kind of work through some of the stuff. Hi, Cuddles. Wonderful to see you. Said I know. Hi, Jerry. So we have our friend Jerry over on the YouTube side. I am live on YouTube right now, right this very minute. I need to go and change my intros. Something else I need to do. Kayla. Hi, Kayla. Thank you. I'm actually going to be going on a diamond fast. Oh, would you please add that to my task list? That would be so good. You have a view of me that nobody else does. The people in YouTube, for the record, if you're watching me on TikTok, you get to watch my project. If you're watching me on YouTube, you get to see my face. But yeah, I am going on a 30-day diamond fast where I'm going to be shutting gifts off on both of my accounts and just kind of rocking out, gifting energy, sharing space, offering love, and allowing nothing to come back in return, unless it's like a love donation on Cash App. I would totally take those. But or like paid readings. But as far as the personal readings or like the roses, it's on the to-do list, and I'm kind of honestly really looking forward to it. I think it'll be good for me. I'll be able to take my mind and the work that I'm doing completely off of rankings and focus on the real reason why I am working with and for spirit, which has nothing to do with diamonds and everything to do with interacting with people. So if I don't start that today, I'm going to start that at some point tomorrow. That is a thing. Thank you, Kayla, for those thingamabobs, snowflakes. Yeah, it is. I feel like, does that camera keep flashing? YouTube side? Is that happening, or am I seeing things? I might be seeing things. How is Kayla today? Yeah, so there's a principle, a spiritual truth, and when I gift dollars to people, I do it anonymous for a reason, because when we disallow people to recognize or gift or give gratitude for the work that we're doing, we disconnect from that energy. We simultaneously at the same time plug ourselves into blessings from spirit, that what we don't allow people to give us, spirit will amplify tenfold. I am so good. Seeing you were on, wanted to hop on for a little bit before your appointment. I love that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be on every day. So tighten this up right here. Yeah, I like that I'm leaving that space there like that, because we're going to go like this, and we're going to grab this little loop-de-loo right here. How are things in the world of the coup in the realm of a YouTube? Holla back, face cam. Oh, I love it. Yeah, life has had some ups and downs the last couple of days, Kayla. Honestly, it's really been an interesting experience. I'm grateful for it, but I after experiencing much trial in my life, I've learned how to keep a good attitude in stressful situations, which is a life skill that I absolutely did not have myself. You're so isolated, but you're peaceful. That's awesome. You get to just sit here and enjoy the space instead of like working and moderating comments and all that stuff, making sure that there's, which there isn't. We've only got a couple people over here. Um, Me and you over here. We got a few people filtering in. Hi, Phoenix. Hi, Sarah. I think I'm actually going to jump up. Let's see here. So if anybody wants to join me up here, you are more than welcome. Floor is open. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But hey, now you guys get to see me. You get to see me. You guys get to see both things over here. I'm sorry, Joe. We got a microphone right here. But poor YouTube has a microphone in their ear that they just got blasted with sound. I should have thought about that. Things that you forget about when you're not live on TikTok for a few days. So a different angle for you guys. This is our side angle of this tree that we're working on. I absolutely love how this is turning out. It is rather phenomenal. So, poor connection. Please switch to a different network. Do I have my YouTube on? Not my YouTube, my Wi-Fi. My YouTube. Oh, silliness. I don't have my Wi-Fi on. Well, looky there. Okay, I think we're fixed. Yeah, right. I'm used to having people in here that just like hit that mute button before it happens. So I've gotten lazy. So we are going to. I'm gonna give this a little peel down. Darling, darling. All right, so I think we're gonna put some more peridot up here. Thank you, Kayla. I've really grown a fondness for these trees. Really, really. Let's see if I can turn this up at all. Oh, that's so much better. Let's see if this light fucks with this camera too much. No, that's all right. Hey, for some reason, the quality on streaming through this platform instead of through this one is so much better. It's just so much better. Let's see here. Yeah, it's super good, isn't it? Like when I was on Studio, I would be all pixelated. I felt like that was totally a thing. Kayla, have you found my YouTube channel yet, friend? Pretty soon here, we're going to be moving the sub services to that platform, and really just use this for like basic streaming, but everything else is going to be done elsewhere. Same schedule, same routine. You already subscribed. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be same schedule, same routine, same everything. So there's a few reasons. Quality being a big one. Very well, thank you. How have you been? Good to see you. How was your blackout period? I actually loved it. I will forever call that little less than 24, probably 18-hour period the Great Liberation. The Great Liberation. Chill. This is a tree. I'll show you right here. So you can probably go like this. Oh no, that's the wrong device. Whoops. She told me what I'd been wanting her to say, but we got into a bad argument because of me. So you had good conversations and then you had hard conversations. That's a pretty normal ebb and flow, honestly. When we're talking about large healing processes that we have going on. Just so you guys can see over here. Bingo bango. Oh, Kayla, are you still in here? So AV friend, I am also live right now and will be more often than not on YouTube because I can just sit here on my camera. Hi, Sam. So we have a few people over in the YouTube right now. So go give them a subscribe button because a lot of people are migrating over there, migrating their services. It's in my link tree on my main profile or the one that's listed in this one too. But click on the little window up there and go to my link tree, and it's up at the top. But we also have a Discord server that you can jump on, and we have a follow. we started the follow train on the Discord server. So if you have socials that you want to share and you want us to follow, anybody that posts in that follow train is going to get followed by the people that are in the follow train. We want to get that as big as we can. So post your YouTube, post your Insta, or if you just got a link tree, post your link tree. Yeah, I'm live right now. But there are a few people that are trying to get to their first 50 subscriptions or subscribers so that they can start going live. Pendulum readers, card readers. It's good stuff. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah. Follow trains, especially follow trains with like-minded people who all get along and will promote you together, are awesome. And this is definitely, the coup is definitely a group of people that want to see everybody rise. We'll promote each other, we'll lift each other up, and we'll have fun doing it for the sake of just doing it. It's just good for everybody. Jamie, are you on the Discord server yet? That's what I wanted. That's perfect. See? Magic shit happens when you hang out with magic people, for real. It's like one of the laws of the universe or something. Gotta hop on my appointment. Oh, perfect. I hope all goes well and your appointment is wonderful. Much peace and light onto you throughout your day, my friend. Do, 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 do. It's so close to being done that it's like our details really matter. I mean, they mattered anyways, right? But do I have a little piece of copper in here hanging out? Hello. Have you been getting? Oh, hi, Polka. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have this one that I have to finish. And then I have 3 more on order, maybe 4, potentially 4. Yeah, people are liking them for sure, which I love. I had a lot of good encouragement to get me making them, and then I've got a lot of awesome support now that I am, for sure. Yeah, I love it. This one is for Miss Arlene. I sent her an invite to pop in, but I'm doing it more like it's just a different style. There's Arlene. Hi.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I was just telling Polka, I said I sent Arlene an invite to come on in.
I'm smack in the middle of something. Give me Nick a reading.
I love that. Nick Wayne?
Oh, yes and no.
Yeah.
I don't think he was too happy. I got same question, different ways, and stuff like that. The answer was still a no.
Okay.
And I don't think he's too happy with my answers.
Okay. Well, that happens, right? That happens. So sometimes people aren't happy with what Spirit has for them, and that's okay. Yeah, she's turning out good.
With the copper wire, are you able to make a $200 piece that's a weeping willow?
I am. I've been looking at different ways to do it. And hello there. Anybody is welcome to come up if you want to, by the way. So I also ordered silver wire that's the same gauge. So if you want some silver laced in there for accent, we can do that. Sometimes people will string stones on them, and then you just do like a little loop-de-loop so that they stay. But it's not like a string of stones. It's copper and a stone and copper and a stone. And it's really, really pretty because it mimics, like you would use a stone like peridot, like the stuff that I'm using in here, because it would mimic the green in the leaves. So I've been considering it.
Is it any way to intertwine the silver and the copper together?
Oh, you bet. Yep. I think that would be absolutely beautiful. And I got a few other pieces that are in my queue, but I will start working on it as soon as I can if you want it done.
I'm not going to rush for the second piece. I'm waiting for this one and
for sure.
The necklace for Mom.
The necklace is next. As soon as this is done, the necklace is next on my list, and this is my only thing to do for the rest of the day. So this is going to be done today. And the necklace will be started today, I'm sure. I still have to like pick out her stones and stuff, but I'm really excited for that too. Now she wants the same the aquamarine, sodalite, and howlite too, right? The 3 colors. Okay.
Same exact as mine.
Okay. Yeah. I just if you could take a picture of like the chain so I see what order they're in, and I'll make it exactly the same.
Yeah. No problem.
How is Spiritual Beefy DG doing today? How have your readings been going? I will not speak of. So, yeah, this is good. This is good. I've had a lot of stuff going on with the business the last couple days too. Like, So I was on YouTube making content for years before live streaming was ever a thing. I stopped doing that like in 2008, which is when everything really started hitting the fan with like diagnoses and stuff for Heather when we found out what was going on. And then when we decided that was time to start going and doing socials again instead of going backwards to YouTube, because I was like, oh, YouTube is a thing of the past, which it's absolutely not. We went to TikTok and never really looked back. And this blackout period, I like got back on my YouTube and started going live on there again, and it's been pretty good. So if you have more than one device, even Arlene, I would really recommend that you like jump on YouTube and read there too, because you can take questions from both places at one time. Right, like I've got a camera right here where I'm live on YouTube right now. People can come in here, they can talk to me. I just look at them and talk to them, or I'm talking to you, right? And then we got the camera on the table.
Unfortunately, I have one device. The other device is the designated device for payroll.
Oh, okay.
So I can't use that on my other phone.
Sure,
So
sure.
I figured I'd buy an iPad to go ahead and work both.
Do you have a laptop?
I do.
You could stream on YouTube on a laptop. That's what I'm using. I'm on a laptop and a webcam. The picture is better than if you do it on a phone because you're using an external camera. You should pop sometime when I'm on there and just like look at the picture difference and everything, because I'm just using a little $30 webcam off Amazon in my laptop.
Oh, okay. Well, my laptop has a camera.
So does mine. It's just where my laptop sits. I don't like the angle on me because you'd be looking at the back of my head. So I put a camera over here for angling. Hi.
Okay. Not a bad idea. Hello. Hello.
How are you today?
How are you?
Good. A couple of years ago, I would have called you my favorite Southern Belle, but I feel like there are people that would get offended at that at this point. You can still be my favorite Southern Belle, though. You've been here the longest.
Absolutely. Yes.
By about a decade. You've met Arlene, haven't you, Jamie?
I don't think so.
No? So Arlene is Arlene is also a streamer, content creator. Well, you can introduce yourself if you want, but Jamie is like a real life friend of mine. She used to live up here in the Upper Peninsula. She lives down somewhere else in the middle of the country now. But yeah, we're still connected, obviously, online, and this is a great way to just socialize. We're interested in a lot of the same things. She's a witch, bomb ass reader. Don't you know? You both read tarot, of course. Both you both.
I'm a little crazier than most people. I've been getting back into the whole Santeria thing. I do have to go back to the Botica and pick up some more items.
Yeah.
Because my room's starting to get done.
How exciting.
Look at this. This is everything from my room, and excuse the mess.
Oh my God, no, absolutely not. Oh my God. Yeah, you're gonna have such a beautiful space that I can already see that your energy feels lighter than a couple of weeks ago when you were feeling drained. You feel like you're acclimating and getting lighter and brighter, grounding yourself. Can definitely tell. So that's good.
I've been grounding myself.
Good for you. It's something that takes practice, right?
Well, in order for me to give a read, I have to feel the energy.
Sure.
Or else I can't do it. And there was at one point a few times that I just had no energy. I wasn't tired, but it just nothing.
Yeah, just
I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to give wrong readings.
Yeah, it's hard to read when we're wiped or we're not grounded. It really, really is.
Well, I found out that rubbing my thighs
Yeah. Yep. Grounding out the legs, stimulating those energy centers in the legs. I cross my legs. Sometimes I'll rub my thighs a little bit, but usually it's crossing my legs for me at my ankles, just like, and I ground right out.
All right, but you know what? Okay, homegirl here is fat, and she can't. Her thighs are like yay big.
Sure.
And so I can't cross them.
Yeah, it doesn't work the same for you, but you're still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna start working on your YouTube again? Perfect.
That you can't what?
Sit Indian style anymore. She can't sit crisscross applesauce.
Oh no, it gets worse. You're not gonna be able to sit down on your knees. I remember when you used to sit down and then you would sit on top of the back of your legs.
Oh, I'm sure that no matter how old Jamie gets, she'll never have a problem getting on her knees. Huh?
I'm 57, so yeah.
Uh-huh.
I am going on 12 grandchildren.
You're going on 12. That's gotta feel so good.
Oh, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that feels good.
And if my daughter continues, it's going to be 13, 14, and 15 if she keeps it up.
Oh my goodness.
I say it's the same daddy, so whatever.
Yeah.
He wants to marry her, she don't want to marry him.
Oh.
You have kids from him.
So he's just gonna keep on knocking her up until she caves, huh?
Pretty much.
That's hilarious. I love that's determination. At least you know he's dedicated to her. Right? Like he loves her.
I call him my son-in-law. He's a good egg.
He feels like a good egg. Hey, that's all right. Everybody's got their thing. Yeah, just as long as he treats her right and treats your grandbabies right, that's all that matters.
Well, he knows better. He asked me one time, I says, you know what, anybody that messes with my children,
run.
I'll take a bat to their face. He goes, would you punch in my face? I was like, yep. And he's 6'4", baby weighs. Make sure you feel your 110 pounds. I don't know. He's too skinny. He's all bum.
He's too skinny.
Get back to mama. Don't mess with my kids and we're good.
I believe it.
My son's wife, or soon to be wife, she's good. She's a good one. She never have taught her Spanish.
I bet.
Now she don't have to fuss at me in Spanish.
Oh.
That's gonna be so pretty.
This is gonna be pretty. I received hi, Rising Phoenix. Sarah, how you doing? Jamie, did you go into our Discord and join our follow train yet? Do you have Discord? Okay, we have a follow train on our Discord server. What? You should get Discord. Every content creator, especially if you have subscriptions through basically anything, should have Discord, in my opinion at this point. YouTube says you need to get with it. Because you're a content creator, and especially if you're going to start like offering readings publicly, which I totally think you should. You want to have a place to be able to do that from multiple angles. Nobody knows what the future is going to hold. If you rely upon this for anything, I think too, it's important to have multiple channels. Like any of your big
Positivity and abundance.
What happened? Is it under Mystic Mountain? It's in my link tree, which is posted on both websites. So Sarah, if you go to my link tree, you'll find hashtag follow train, and you'll also find my social links up at top, which will have my YouTube, my TikTok, my Facebook. It doesn't have my Facebook group. It probably should. I should put that up there. Yeah, I'm telling everybody. Well, I'm probably going to move my subscription service over there because subscribers, you get 70% instead of 30, which is significant. That's hugely significant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And I worked so hard on my YouTube channel. You worked hard on my YouTube channel too. Yours is still one of the #1 videos on that YouTube channel. You know that? Let me see. I bet you I can find the stats.
Really?
Yeah. I bet I can find the stats for this video. Let's see. And I've been talking about honey jars and sweetening spells, so people have been going and watching your video. Oh, yep. I was just told that you were watched last night. I got people on YouTube saying I just watched her last night. Well, that's awesome. Yes, it is. Let's see. Cleansing cards, adjusting your thoughts. Oh, you're breaking up there, miss. Not your mama's New Year resolution. I remember when, huh? Heather's going to start uploading videos on here too. She might end up doing, will probably end up doing her chats on the goddesses, because whenever you go live on YouTube too, you get recorded automatically, and it automatically puts you into a folder. So you can go and you can watch all of my pre-recorded live. So if she goes live and she has a goddess talk, it's already accessible to anybody that wasn't there for the live stream, which is also awesome. Hi, Tiff. How you doing, sweetie? Planting seeds. Where is our honey jar video?
Now, do you have to pay for a YouTube channel?
No, they're free. They are free AF.
Sure.
Yep. Agate Moon. Agate Moon discusses honey jars and sweetening spells. What's our views?
Girlie. What's the matter, buddy?
What happened? How are you?
Don't start with him.
Don't start with him. I mean, you've had 542 views in the last month. And you made that video. Yeah, that one video. 542 views in the last 28 days. Yep. Yep.
There you go. Oh. This is Charlie. He's my old man.
Isn't he beautiful?
I want one of those so bad.
He's a good boy. He's my old man, my ESA.
Oh, I want one of those.
So
Had him since he was a baby.
that video has had 19,000 views since 2015, which is good for a YouTube video. Right? It's not a short. It's a 15-minute video. So I mean, the fact that you've had 19,000 people watch the whole thing, that's good. 30 minutes of 30 minutes of your life has educated thousands of people.
Check out YouTube.
I did not say she's my favorite Southern Belle. I said that I said she is, because she's been here for 10 years. Okay. She gets that title. 10 years of real life friendship.
And I'm from Tennessee, so we're the only state that counts in the South. So
I'm pretty sure that we determined that Tennessee is the rectum of the United States.
Oh, definitely.
Phoenix, how is Phoenix doing? Have you made it home yet?
Yeah, did you go home?
Sarah says she lives in Tennessee. I lived in Kentucky.
Oh, I'll never go to that state in a day of my life.
You say I will never go into that state another day in my life.
Nope.
Apparently, Alabama is
And
low.
then I say that, and I'll probably go visit my mom.
Alabama is lower on the
I
list than
ain't going to damn
Tennessee.
thing in Alabama.
Well, I'm a Yankee.
You
I also am a Yankee.
get really shallow down towards Alabama.
Yeah, I love it.
The 25th.
Still in Ohio. Was supposed to leave yesterday. Changed it to the 25th.
Thank you.
You know, good fun with a good boy will do that to you. Delay travel plans as long as possible. Hey.
It's my baby right here.
So the real question is, Tiffany, when are y'all getting married? I hear wedding bells in my head. I still didn't get your
I feel like
necklace.
Tiffany is a trap. I'm just kidding.
It's a trap. Run away.
That's not the hand that's flopping. That's not the hand that's flopping.
Oh. It's a hot quit.
Yeah. I have 3 cats. A tabby. I don't even know what kind of cat Mama is. A tabby, a black cat, and a gray and white one. You know how they have the gray around here and white face and little Asian eyes?
Yes. Love it.
She actually let me scratch her back.
Pull you up. Hold on a second. I got you.
I wanted another cat, but the girlfriend said, no. No more. More cats.
How'd you learn to make the trees? I just figured it out. I just sat down one day and said, I'm going to look at this and figure out how to do it.
Beautiful.
Hey guys,
Hi.
I figured I'm not divorced yet legally, so I figure if we did move in together, then he'll just sign the papers because he's not going to want to pay for somebody else too.
Oh,
Because he's paying everything: the mortgage, the electric, the lights. He sends money during the week, and he's paying for something else. I can't remember what the other bill is.
sure.
So it's about $3,200 a month in bills that he's paying.
Oh,
So
that's not too
Yeah.
shabby.
because it's been like 2.5 years and he just won't sign. I've signed 4 times and I'm like, okay, because he thinks he's torturing me. I'm like, all right, well, keep freaking paying because I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Like,
You go right ahead, sir.
that's right. You go right ahead and keep torturing me. It's fine.
Torture me with all of your dollars, please.
That's right. Every month, just keep torturing. You just go right ahead. Oh my God, it's just as simple as me.
You know, but that is absolutely the right attitude to have because that's a whole lot easier than being frustrated about it, right? Like that.
Well, there are days I get frustrated. You know that.
I-
And I thought about what you had said at one point. I texted you that information. My brother and I were at the Tennessee state game.
Sure.
This is on December 21st. He goes, but he is trying to harm you. And I was like, what? And he listed everything he was doing. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. I already got the go ahead. I was just waiting to make sure Mofi wasn't right, that I wasn't, harming anyone or anything. And he's like, Yeah, no, I think this is like a freebie. The universe is throwing you. So
Well, that's what you have to do is you have to have peace with the fact that the scales are in balance. And when you can have peace with the fact that because it's not up to me, right? That's why I said I can't tell you what to do. I can only give you advice. Make sure that you are not acting out of balance, and you'll be fine.
yeah,
Right?
I think that was easy too because I wasn't angry at the time I did anything.
And that's
but
the
I
other
will say
thing.
my brother-in-law makes some amazing hot sauces that are like tongue burning worthy.
Sure.
And I used 5 of them, so
Nice.
I was really excited.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do sometimes.
This is really probably my funnest time. My sister was laughing watching me. She goes, "My God, I've never seen you have so much fun." I said, "I have been dying to do this, like for over like a year, waiting to do this to somebody."
Well, and retention in itself is very, very powerful. When you can sit and you can hold on to an energy and not act on it, and hold and not act, it grows inside of you. And then if you pull that out, it carries with it the force of the time spent. Right?
That's nice. I like that. Yeah. What are you making?
A crystal tree.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
It is rhodocorsite, peridot, rutilated quartz, and there is a little bit of prehnite. So this is very good for lifting and protecting space, raising vibration, stabilizing and purifying emotions, because it's going into a space that's used for channeling a lot of energy and a lot of other people's emotions.
It's
So
really pretty.
when you have an empath, it's like, if you want to raise the energy, you got to stabilize the energy, right? And make sure that everybody's stuff isn't pushing and pulling all over.
Is that all wire that you're working with?
Oh yeah, that's all copper.
Like, oh, that's insane. That's all copper.
That's all copper. Yep. So I'll show you a side view. We're
excited
almost
to
done.
get home.
I'm
I'm so
excited for you to get
see
home.
your necklace and the earrings you made me. I'm like really excited.
I'm pumped for you. I'm excited to see what you think. I love like the feeling of taking something to the post office and shipping it to somebody, knowing I actually have a map. I have a map of everywhere that work that I have done has gone across the United States, and I build it because it's just a good feeling. It's like sowing magical seeds all over the place. Little magic seeds of love.
Aw, wow.
Yeah, I love it. Because, I mean, a lot of love does go into these. A lot of love, a lot of positive juju. I bring them into my personal magical space. I bless them. You know, this is sowing magical seeds.
Oh, yeah. That's, oh my gosh, I can't even, I've seen those being sold at the stores, but wow.
Yeah,
It's
there's
just gorgeous.
a lot of hours. So I made myself one. This one's really pretty. This had 10 hours into it. It's a different design.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So that's
So pretty.
aquamarine, amethyst, and citrine, and then I put it on chrysocolla and malachite.
Oh my God, aquamarine, citrine, and amethyst. That's like a love draw bond right there. I love that. Oh my God.
It is a love tree and it is a money tree. Yes, I like it. And I just did a banging honey jar, and I love it because like, so I made this honey jar, which I'll do a money jar every year or two, right? And then once I know that
haven't done a honey jar for money yet.
you should. So 3 days.
I didn't think about it.
3 days after I did this honey jar, I got an email that said $13,000 of debt was forgiven.
Oh my gosh.
5 figures, poof, gone off my credit report. Bye. Like,
Yeah.
okay, and forgiven.
I mean,
like,
I'm
please,
gonna put
please
that
don't
together
pay this
right
anymore.
away.
like, bye. But I did a different one. I've done like single use honey jars a lot of times. This is something that I am placing the intention to generate the wealth of generations, something that will grow over minutes and hours and days and years and decades and centuries, because I want something that I can pass forward that will continue to grow. Right. So this is a big one, and it's been cooking and brewing now for weeks.
Right. I'm going back to sleep. because Arlene is tired.
All right, sweetie. I will be posting pictures and videos of this soon. Love you. See you. Bye. I will post a video of this when it's done and tag you in it.
Hey guys. I'll see you guys later. I've got to go. I got to check out my plans for the game.
All right,
Nice
sweetie.
talking to you guys. See you
Enjoy
soon.
your Ohio, man.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
I will. Bye.
I love this room, like the Mystic Mountain room, because of that. Just like sitting and socializing and sharing loving, positive space with humans is good. Not that the other room isn't like that, but I don't have people up in my boxes as much in the other room. This is a space where we chat.
My jars because not too.
You said yours has been cooking for about a week. It was just like it just felt like time. I don't know what spurred me to action. It was just like it's time to make a honey jar, and I was like, "All right, guys, whatever you say, I can do that."
Brought it up twice today, and I was talking to Rosie on Messenger, her and I was like, I gotta make this honey jar, and I was like, I bet Ophelia's making the honey jar because it just thought came out of nowhere.
Yep.
Did you do another one today like you were waiting?
Did I what?
Another honey jar?
I did, and it's cooking, and well, not like so this. I did this like probably about a week ago. Week and a half.
About it earlier.
Yep. So I didn't make another one today. I've got the same one. I'll show it to you actually.
I want to see what it looks like because I'm not familiar with that term.
I don't usually. I'll be right back, YouTube. I don't usually share my witchcraft with people. Let's see.
This is the second time you've shared it with me.
Jake, well, Sam. And when you build a relationship with, so that would count as like a magic totem, right? It is a placeholder that is meant to draw energy in, right? It's because of the principle of like attracts like. When you take something that vibrates a certain way, it's going to draw things to it that vibrates that certain way. So that applies to us, and that applies to things that we put around us, right? Magical artifacts and tools and whatnots. So hold on, I gotta check my time real quick. Hold on a second, guys. I will be right back. And I want to do this. Turn off the gift gallery, turn off gifts. turn off manager cues. No ranking. Turn off your live ranking. Cool. All right. Okay. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you to the YouTube. Good looking out. Pain, 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 pain. There we go.
I'm honored.
Hi. You're honored. Why are you honored?
I'm
Oh, that's right.
okay. Let's be realistic, Opie.
What's up?
Because I'm just little old me.
No. This
Oh my
is.
God, I love that
Thank
so
you.
much.
This is a space for sharing and caring and loving and hanging and chilling and.
I adore the shit out of you.
Oh, I adore you.
Seriously,
Thank
like,
you.
You come up in conversation quite a bit between Sarah and I.
Oh, I love that. You guys just warm my heart right up.
I just summoned you, Rosie, because right before you got off of there, I just said that I was talking to you on the phone. I literally got the notification and sent it to you.
That's hilarious.
I seen that. Well, she just took off and came back on.
Yeah, I had to restart my live.
Hours today.
I've what?
We've been on the phone back and forth for hours today, and we got off the phone, and then I got the notification because I was doing things, and then I sat down and I saw the notification that you were live, and I was like, oh, here I go.
Yes.
And then I immediately sent it to Sarah.
I love that.
And then she did the same thing.
See, it's good that I restarted the live.
Yeah, because it didn't tell me until then.
I needed to, like, so I'm doing a fast of sorts for the next 30 days. Where I'm not, well, I do different fasts all the time. So like on my birthday, I'm going to give up the last intoxicant that I have in my life, the Satan salad, for, I don't know if I'm going to do 6 or 12 months. That hasn't been given to me yet, but I'm just because, right? So I'm going to go on a diamond fast. I turned off my rankings. I'm going to do it on my other profile. You're not going to see rankings. People aren't going to gift. I'm going to go in. I'm going to read. I'm going to do my transit charts. I'm going to do all of it, but I'm not going to take anything for it. And I'm doing this wealth spell, this wealth working, trusting that spirit is going to amplify everything that I pour out. So anytime I get to touch somebody and talk to them and work with them and help them heal and ease their suffering, I know that spirit is going to bless me. Because I'm not letting those people do it. I'm not letting you. Right? So it's going to help me reconnect with why I started delivering messages on TikTok. I never wanted the diamonds. I never wanted the ranking. That was never a thing. Right? Is extra cash nice? Sure. Right? But is it really worth it to me? Yeah. People can schedule privates with me. They can go to my website. They can schedule through Everclear. If you want to talk to me privately and you want to get a reading like that, that's what you do. But for at least 30 days, if not a little bit longer, we're going to do the diamonds. And then I'm going to host all of my special events, my transit astrology, everything like that, on YouTube. We've got our Discord room open with the follow train. For creators that want to share their information on those public forums, if you're wanting to branch out into those other spaces, you totally should.
I
Hi.
love that.
Hi, babes.
Hi.
Hi, April. How are you? Gorgeous.
I'm great. I'm also on YouTube as well. So
She is, and she's in our follow train.
Yep.
So yeah, get on my link tree, get on my Discord, Rosie. I know
I did.
Phoenix is on there,
Right?
huh?
The coup?
Yeah. Well, the coup is,
Yeah.
and it's within the coup. Yep.
Okay.
I'm sure
Yep.
Sarah told you because I've been in Sarah's ear about it because we've been talking about it all day.
I got it on there. And then, April, what is your YouTube? Because I couldn't ask you earlier.
It's in the follow train.
Okay.
And then add yours when you make a YouTube, even if you just have a user
So I
account.
can follow y'all.
Yep. And then we'll follow you guys. That's how a follow train works. Everybody follows everybody.
I love that.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
totally good.
I love that. The blackout is what I'm gonna call it. I wasn't really worried necessarily. It was the fact that I knew intuitively that I've received a lot of guidance from everybody, and one of the last things that you read for me was that there was a lot of information and I needed to be discerning about it. Like that was the Hierophant in reverse.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
And so I already knew what that was about. There's been a lot of people kind of, opinions and beliefs. And so I've been discerning on that. But I was like, okay, well, I have it with
Oh, you just muted, sweetie.
probably did something. Did I mess it up?
No, you're good. You just got muted.
You're muted again too.
My daughter's trying to call.
Oh, that's why.
Box and then I can come back.
Yeah, absolutely. If I'm here, you're welcome. This is.
I'll be back.
I just love her.
I love the shit out of her.
I know, isn't she
Yeah,
great?
she's really cool.
I
like
don't
her energy a
know
lot.
where we ran into her.
I think she just came in alive.
What was it? She just wandered into a live one day and started
I
connecting.
think she was in one of the collective group ones.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if she's from.
She might be from like Mystics or I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask
Yeah.
her.
It's chaos.
Oh, from Chaos. Okay. Yeah, that's
Chaos?
right. Yep, from DG. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's right.
I want to say I've seen her through chaos because her and I
Oh, that's right. 3D. Okay.
Yep,
went back and forth in chaos's lives,
I love that.
and like I recognized her at first, and now that her and I spend a lot of our waking hours on the
Yeah.
phone with each other.
Yeah, that's awesome. She has such a pure energy. She lives in, I think she lives in the same town as Tanya too. So she has a connection there also.
I love that.
Yeah, there's a lot of different connections. I think she
I
told me
love
that.
so much.
She might have told me that one
Her
day.
and I are exactly 2 weeks apart. I'm 2 weeks older than her.
Oh, funny.
That's cool.
And the synchronicities, like we're going through a lot of the same scenarios right now, and just there's a lot of synchronicities between her and I, and it's crazy.
That's spirit speaking to you, sweetie.
I know.
You know, just lining things up in very obvious ways.
Yep.
I love it.
Exactly. I love it so much. I love how magic works.
Yeah, magic shit happens when you hang out with magic people.
Sam wants up. Is that okay?
Of course.
I couldn't remember. I thought she was up a minute ago, so
She
just
was.
making sure.
Yep. She's a real life friend. I have seen so many trials and tribulations cumulatively of over 10 years that she's watched us walk through or we've watched her walk through. It is awesome. She's always got a space in here.
That's
So,
awesome.
so much growth. She knew Nathan at the birth of actually, she is the reason why Ophiel became Ophiel. So she was married to a guy that did auto mechanics. and he would like fix cars on YouTube, and I had no idea that that was a thing even. So like he was talking to me, and dude was a total douchebag. But the one good thing that he did for me was say, "You need to get on YouTube." And I made a persona and I made a YouTube channel, and I was on YouTube within a week.
I love that.
Yeah, that is so funny. I just realized that. I have never put those two together before. Oh my god. Would I have ever gotten on social media otherwise? I don't know. It was at the catalyzing event. You bet.
You bet. The pandemic is what brought me to social media.
I love that. The pandemic did some awesome things for the world. It did some terrible things to the world, but it did some awesome things for the world too.
It traumatized most of us, but it's fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're making it.
I worked a good part of the pandemic. And then we spent a lot of time at my sister's house.
Oh,
Yeah, on her farm.
okay.
Fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Farm.
Me
My
too.
daughter got to run around and be 6.
Yeah. She didn't have to live in a house indoors, afraid of
I
life.
mean, we did for a couple of days and then or for a little bit. Oh no! Wait,
You
how
got
were
her.
you disconnected?
I don't know. It
Oh.
literally, whenever you paused, it dropped her. I have no idea what happened.
Sarah Harvey's in here too. I sent her an invite also.
There you are.
Hi.
So I did hear through the Bruce.
What'd you say?
Said
T-Mobile?
I was disconnected by the creator. I was like,
Creator's hand isn't anywhere near his phone.
Right.
Creator's hands are busy.
I got a message and I went to go look at it. I hope I didn't disconnect you.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm sorry if I did. I didn't mean to.
April says my bad.
I really don't think I didn't.
I don't think it was you. I think it just happened.
Okay.
It was just the timing was the same.
YouTube is having a hard time with me being on 2 devices at once.
Oh, I bet.
We don't know what's going on. Yeah, you do. Y'all got ears. I'm trying to figure out voices. That's funny. That's funny. But honestly, the image quality is better over there too.
It is.
Just saying. Yep, just saying. Way better. Image quality is far superior. Get on it, TikTok. Fix your shit. Do better. Do better.
Rosie, what were you about to say? You said you heard through the grapevine. What?
That you shouldn't like lives if you're in the box or if you're hosting them.
True. That is true.
Oh, yeah.
If you're in a box, you should be hands-on doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise creators will just turn on a tapper.
But if somebody in the box is liking the live while they're in the box, then it keeps it from going out to the algorithm too.
No. I know. I was in my own live.
You do.
I was doing a live earlier, and I was like,
You
don't
totally do.
gift. Whatever you do not gift. Like I don't need any gifts.
Yep. Well, I just shut mine off.
I know. I need to figure out how to do that.
You go into your settings. You turn off your gift gallery. You turn off your creator ranking. You can turn off live gifts. You can turn it all off. I'm going on a diamond fast.
Okay.
Let spirit bless me for the work I do for people.
Exactly. That's my goal here.
Yep. Okay, so what stones are we working with? I forgot.
So we have Peridot, which is the light green one. Rhodocorsite is the pink. There's some rutilated quartz. Yeah, and then citrine.
What's that? That's my birthday.
Yeah, she's pretty.
But I think I'm gonna hop down. I'm gonna try to take a nap.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
He does look awfully snuggly in that bed.
Beds are awfully snuggly. I haven't slept more than 5 hours the last 3 nights in a row.
Same.
Last night I got 4.5 hours. Night before that I got 4 hours. Night before that I got 4.5 hours. It's like, come on, please.
Last night was about 2.5 to 3. The night before was like 4 to 4.5.
I need to call my hypnotherapist.
I don't know what. Like, I know what's happening, but I don't know what's happening. I know it's a
I
collective
bet
thing,
you
too.
do. It totally is. It totally is. Archimedes came over to say hello.
Aw. Hey, sweet baby.
Oh, Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. Do. I got Snapchat going off. How is Caitlin doing? Hi, Lizzie. Suitcase full of stuff.
Oh, and then I was introduced to Eucalyptus yesterday.
Okay.
I was unfamiliar until yesterday.
Eucalyptus or Euperlite?
I want to say she said Eucalyptus.
Okay.
I'll have to look it up. But it's a third eye opener.
Hi, Danielle. No, that's Eucalyptus. No, there's 2 different stones. Euperlite is found in Lake Superior,
Okay.
which is one of our Great Lakes, and then Eucalyptus is found in, I think, South America. Don't quote me; I might be wrong. Hi, Danielle.
You picked me this really nice triangle-shaped piece. It's the whole little pyramid, but it's in the shape of a mountain. It's gorgeous.
I love that. Stones are so wonderful.
They are.
Trying to find my way to you.
And then my friend, she's trying to get out of an abusive marriage, and she called me to help her, go and pick some stuff to help.
Oh no.
With things. Go to the metaphysical shop, and she said she gave him the stone that we told her to help him just go away on his own.
Sure.
And she said within 2 hours of her giving him that he said that he was going to file this week.
That's hilarious. I love that.
I was like, you're welcome.
Yeah, totally can, for sure. Sorry.
No, you're okay. I was just saying, because sometimes people just need to go away on their own.
They do. So, I like do. I refer to. I have different names for different things, right? So oftentimes, creating an act of magic by instilling a thought or a feeling in another person can be just as powerful as actually evoking energy and sending it forth. So when somebody is under that kind of attack, I do what's called a soup spell, or advise that and other people and tell them to make some soup with some chicken, and then take the bones of the chicken and dry them out. And then send them a video of them crushing up the chicken bones. And don't say anything. Just send them a video of you crushing up chicken bones, breaking them in half and doing all kinds of things. And then don't answer them. And it messes with their head so bad that it's an old Marie Laveau tactic. They think that they've got something on them, so they manifest it within themselves. Right? Like if I'm going to do a magical working on somebody, especially of the malicious kind, I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm not going to warn you. Why would I do that? Right? I'm not going to do that. If I'm telling you, don't worry about it. If I'm threatening you, don't worry about it. I'm not going to threaten you. I'm going to bring you before my gods. And I have to hit like just an extraordinary level before that ever happens. I have faith in the divine. All right, sweetie. Her man be calling. Her man is calling her. So it's like when you serve the gods of life and death and people come against you, you really don't have to worry about it because usually spirit will take care of their priests. Right? The gods take care of their priests and priestesses. When you spend your time serving the divine, they will take care of you. So I don't worry about that shit usually, but there's all kinds of stuff that you can do to push energy, conscious or unconscious. But the people that spend their time hurting other people, like an abusive ex-husband or soon-to-be ex-husband, you do something special for them. There's a special way to deal with assholes like that.
Said I like to do the soup spell, and I'm over here putting in the chat. I love making soup. And like break the bones and send them a video. Like
But-
that's funny shit.
Isn't that funny? Like
I went a different way with it. I'm like, what we put in the soup?
yeah. Well, you can do that too. You can do some actual magic and just ask, give the bones intention, and then place it, because any act of creation, whether intentional or otherwise, is still the placement of intention. You're still placing intention somewhere, but you're not like, oh, I want this person to. No, you're just saying, I want to be left alone. So let this make them feel a certain way. You don't think that's going to do something, right? It's still a prayer.
When I worked in the jail, I was teaching the inmates, like, because they were like, why is your food so good? I said, because I want it to heal the little babies inside of all y'all before you got rowdy and got in trouble.
Yep.
To heal that. So that's what I put in the soups. That's what I put in the food. And they're like, what? I'm like, come here.
Yep.
It's like, season the soup for me. And I'll tell them that they need to do it. And everybody was laughing at me, And I said, see, you can do it all with your foot.
Yep. Nothing soothes the soul like a warm belly full of warm soup.
Yeah.
There's something nostalgic about it.
So I was talking to Rosie a little bit about the fact that did I say bacon on here?
Huh?
Did I say bacon on here?
I still didn't even hear what you said. Oh, wrong device. Well, I was listening to the wrong device. My speaker is over here, not over here. I was leaning the wrong way.
Use the word bacon on here?
Oh, for sure. Pagan is fine. That's a spiritual belief. It's not derogatory. It's like saying I'm Catholic, right?
Okay. So I was explaining to her because some things are kind of opening up to me, and it honestly started with the connection since I found you on here and your wife. And
Okay, sure.
The fact that she tuned in the way she did, right?
Yeah.
So, but since I was younger, I've had people come and they express to me that they open up about being pregnant to me.
Sure.
And I never understood it. Like the first time, I think I was like 15. And so they wanted to read my palm. And they were talking about a healer and said that they were speaking about the love in my life. And that's another thing that, like, even the shown to me was definitely wrapped around there.
Sure.
They always present themselves, and I always wondered about it, because I do think it's the thing, and it's herbs and the way that I do stuff. Or not, it's like makes it feel kind of like it could be taboo, but I don't feel like it is. Just certain aspects of it, like I don't turned on me before. That was not cool. The shit I done, the thing that my current husband was going through, like it was intertwined together.
Yeah.
It involves flies and maggots. Okay.
Sure.
And it was a big thing, and it was just there's no other explanation for it, and somebody had put something on us.
Yeah.
And separate households. But naturally, I knew that. And my daughter also knew that. And it didn't freak us out. It was just gross. I
Yep.
was like, but then the thought came. And so I do want to explore it a little bit more. You know, I think that there's a few aspects of some things I need to learn, though, about protection before I do that and what is proper. Because I always want to I never want to invade someone's space.
Yep.
I really don't.
So
Channeling is hard because it just naturally comes out of my mouth.
yeah. So the thing is,
Let
hi,
me get my high in real quick.
hi,
Hi, Coca.
Hi. Who said that? Hi.
Rosie.
I did.
Sorry. Y'all, I'm freezing out here.
It was negative 32 when I left my house this morning. Negative 32. I walked outside and my hands started to hurt. I'm somebody that goes outside without a shirt on when it's 0 degrees outside, when I'm like let my dogs out and shit. It made my flesh hurt. It was so cold.
You're like, I'm inside dogs. There's a puppy pad. We ain't doing that today.
Yeah, it was awful.
It is supposedly like 34 degrees outside today.
I would be dancing outside in nothing but swimming trunks.
Because apparently yours was in the negative.
Negative 32. Yep. I was 60 degrees colder than you. That's awful. So honestly, and this is a hard thing, especially when we deal with a lot of life, right? I have found that the best way to protect yourself is to vibrate so fucking high that people throwing shit at you isn't going to hit you, right? People can throw shit at you when you're on the ground hanging out with turkeys. But when you are flying up with eagles, they can throw rocks at you when you're 10,000 feet in the air. It's not going to touch you. It's not going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's a thing that you got to be. If you are in control of your own energy, that is the first thing. But if you have space to allow people to sway you out of light or what is right in any way, shape, or form, they'll do it. And when they do it, you lose your power and it opens you up and it exposes you. Right. So the first magic trick, I guess I would say, magician's tip is to maintain your center. Maintain your center and stand in light and shit doesn't touch you. Right. Knowing technique for routine cleansing, routine protection, strengthening and hardening your aura like fingernails. Your aura is like a shield. It's like a fingernail. If you take care of it, it'll grow thick and strong. If you don't take care of it, it will grow weak and brittle and become easily shattered. As soon as it hits something metal, it's going to break, right? So you want a nice, thick, strong aura because what is your aura made out of? Electricity, right? It's your electromagnetic discharge. It is produced by the torus of your body. It's measurable. That they can take machines and measure your physical aura in states of meditation and outside of states of meditation. When you go into theta or gamma, it will increase by 10 times in size, measurable size. All right. So you have this electromagnetic field around you that if you allow yourself to feed and strengthen and cleanse, stuff doesn't permeate you. Well-practiced magic, there are a lot of different ways to come at somebody. So magical strategy is something that people need to understand if you're dealing with somebody seasoned, but most people are not seasoned. Most people just throw energy around and, I'm going to do this spell and I'm going to do that spell. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah. The best thing that's going to happen to you in this situation is absolutely nothing at all, because if something goes wrong, it's going to hit you first, right? So unseasoned people shouldn't just be like, I'm going to do a consumption spell and stick somebody's name in a fish's mouth so that it will do this or this, or I'm going to put this in something's stomach, or I'm going to nail a tongue to a door or whatever. Like there's a lot of things that they'll read about, but they don't actually understand what they're working with, any different than somebody knows you need to speak to your ingredients before you place them into a spell jar. You need to cleanse them, speak to them, give them intention, give them a job, and place them, right? And then you need to speak to your jar. You don't see that in TikTok videos. Why? Because real magicians don't reveal those tricks. like you might have read about it in a book, but if you don't know what you're doing, The best thing that you're going to have happen to you is nothing at all. You might get what you want, you might not, but better nothing happen at all than the wrong thing happen. Right?
So
And
it's more about protection of others is kind of what I working with. I don't think I could ever put, even telling someone that they have to go away, like try to banishing spot. I've seen all these, you know.
sure.
I don't feel like that's my place to do it. I can ask that it be removed from my life
Yep.
and set attention out, but I've never done like a spell on it kind of thing, right?
Yep.
The naturalness of just some of it is good. I did combat that what someone did,
Yeah.
and I knew exactly how to handle it, and it was crazy for me because I'd never experienced something like that, but naturally it just happened.
It was instinctive for you.
Yes, and it hit quick, and I knew exactly what the hell it was the second I seen it, and so it was. I know it's something in there. I know it's something that's been there. I just have to be able to bring it out.
So in my methodology and education, mind you, I was raised in the mystical arts in a very traditional fashion. Information was passed to me ear to mouth. I had actual teachers show me actual things.
Yes.
So I feel that the best way to protect somebody is to teach them how to protect themselves first, but there are certain situations where that's just not applicable, and that's really what you're asking about. Right? So you're asking about what happens when somebody's under spiritual oppression, right? What if there's a spookable that's coming in this person's space and fucking with their business, right? You want that kind of information, not what if somebody's getting cursed? How do I keep that off of them? You don't touch that. Don't get your hands dirty with their mess, right? Somebody's doing that to them for a reason, probably. The best thing that you can do is give them the education to not only do this the first time, but when it keeps on happening, you want them to be able to continue to do that. You don't want them to lean on you. You want to educate them so they can lean on their own 2 feet, right? So you're building your education for 2 purposes: to pass it forward and to use it when it's not applicable. And I really feel that is for any magical person a really good thing to do, to have this knowledge and these tools at your fingertips and readily accessible, because they're good to have, right? You should know how to protect yourself, and you should know how to protect the people you care about. And it starts with basic technique, and that basic technique is you learning it and building it and cultivating it within yourself, having your practice to where you're very, very comfortable with it, and then you start passing that forward and expanding outward, right?
Just like filling the cup.
Fill in the cup until it pours over. You will become, and you are going to vibrate higher and higher and higher. You're going to have access to A, different energy, and B, different information. A lot of magic is instinctual. You get downloads, right? So the higher up you go, the more you grow yourself, the more you're going to have access to when the situation calls and your guide steps in and says, hey, this is how you handle this situation right now, because they will, right? You don't need to consciously know everything. You just need to have access to the channels where that information lies, right? And that's where the money shot comes from.
You just, yeah. You were talking about why I wrote it down, financial attack. That's not what you said. I think that the lack of abundance in my family's line, which would be the psychology side of it, am I right, is like it can pass on generation to generation because that's what they're teaching their children. That's
you bet.
What's happening.
Yep.
Right?
Rich families pass wealth on because they understand money, not because, well, I mean, sometimes it's because of the ability to pass money on. But like, look at, I hate to use this example today, but look at the Trump family, right? Senior gave Junior a loan that he then took and went bankrupt with, and then, did what he did and had his career. It was the information that was passed that allowed him to grow or lose it and then grow it again, not the actual money, right? Financial knowledge, right?
We went into the jar. Did you say you had that on YouTube?
There is some family money things, but I'm really programming my jar forward, not fixing things in the past. It is for me to build a pot of gold to pass on. My son is a banker. He understands money. Yeah, we had a poverty cycle in our family that has already been broken with our younger two children. My son is a banker and he's very successful. My daughter is in dentistry; she's very successful, and it's good. But now it's like, what am I going to make to pass on to their children so that they can take what they're building and what I've built and pass it down 2, 3, and 4 generations, along with the knowledge that we've cultivated magically, financially, economically, like, and this is how you have magical families develop and build wealth. Because not only do we understand the system, but we understand the energy.
So that's what I want. It's been exactly that. People are like, what do you want to do? What's going on? And I said, I'm trying to establish enough that what I'm receiving is actually going to each child to do what they need to do to build their abundance.
Yeah.
It's the tools and the information to build that for themselves.
Yep.
That's all I can currently leave, right?
Yep, that's it. I have my wealth, right? I'm not worried about myself at this point. I'm not even worried about my children. It's just wanting to make sure that there's more and I have enough to enjoy. I work because I want to work. I work because I do work for spirit, not because I need to generate money at this point. I have enough in my asset portfolio that I know how to grow, that if I had to, I could keep, unless the market crashed out, I would be able to live off of what I make every month. I don't have to work today.
Right.
I love it, right? And that's when really real blessing begins to kick in, is when you engage in work that you love doing for the sake of doing it and blessing the people around you, and then take what is given and you pour it forth onto other people. The universe just opens the floodgates and pours it out on you.
That's why this job came in and had nothing to do with the money received from the job. I just feel like, I'm not trying to put it out there, but it's just how I feel through it. Like, they're meant for me to go in and do lessons with people. You guys get what I'm saying?
Yep,
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I'm going in and I'm opening people up because there is a light there and it pisses people off. It's the way tendency, that's what's getting me. Like, I'm going out the door.
Sure.
Because I will bother me, right?
Yeah.
But other people are witnessing it and they're wanting to stand up for themselves, and I'm building these interpersonal relationships within each building that I've worked in.
Yeah.
That I know is good, right?
I love that.
But real abundance is going to come when I am working. Everything keeps saying spiritual based practice.
Yep.
Like that's what it is, and it's honing in on what those skills are. And like you said the other day, which comes back around to the original, the high priestess in reverse. It's the knowledge and sifting that out. So when TikTok crashed, I could think of different things you guys told me. The day before, or it was the day of, Rosie was in the room and witnessed this, and Angel was in there. I really channeled like so hard I could taste the lady's soap.
I hate that. Honestly, I hate that.
Mom and bro were bouncing off of one another and had never met, and it was a big thing. Well, then yesterday,
It was beautiful.
I was at work and started doing it again. I was like, whoever came in smelling like cherries, you smell really good. And I had my head down doing these lottery tickets, and I could hear somebody say, I'm smelling cherries to you. And then when you said no, and I was like, oh, it's happening again. So instead of being like super overwhelmed, I did breath work through it.
Good for you.
Was taught on here, and then I did sniff around the whole place to make sure that I wasn't crazy, and I wasn't. It was a clair kicking in. I can't remember what it's called, but
Clairsentience.
Clairsentience. I'm like, are you gonna talk to me? Because if not, I gotta work. Like, and it went away, and I didn't smell it before,
Yeah.
That's not the question I was gonna ask just left. That's not because of like ancestors or anything like that, or can it happen because of them?
It can. So when a person, So not everybody is a medium. Everybody is psychic, but not everybody has every spiritual gift. You can't just say, I want to learn to see the dead today and start seeing the dead. You can strengthen clairvoyance and you'll get glimpses, but like I've been working with my spiritual gifts and my psychic abilities for decades, and I still don't see full body apparitions walking through my house every day. It's not a thing,
I did.
right?
I started with
So when we see that there is a gift to strengthen, that the idea is that the real success point is figuring out who we are and what gifts we have, and they will open up on their own. We just create the environment for the flowers to sprout and bloom, and they will sprout and bloom, right? So one of your flowers is the nose. That was my first gift too. Okay. So, and I have found that people that have very analytical minds will oftentimes go with claircognizance and clairsentience first. It's just the way our brains work. And then people who are more of the right brain, people who close their eyes and see images and colors when they close their eyes consistently, like artists, they will oftentimes get the eyes and the ears first, and then the other two will start to come in. Some people are flip-flopped. It's not always that way, but that's usually the way it goes.
mine started out seeing.
Okay. You started seeing the glimpses first? Okay.
No, I was seeing them. It wasn't glimpses. They presented themselves. I could see a full apparition. I could see people. And they came in colors. So like,
I used to see shadow people, but I consider that different. As far as ghosts, I've seen them, like people like old man Frank sitting in his flannel, standing in the living room. You know, I've had it happen. It's just not an everyday thing.
it was since I was 11, and it stopped when I was 30.
Yeah.
And switched to the channel.
And I just smell stuff. Like I'll smell it, like how I had that powder issue that last time.
Yes, you too.
And I have ear ringing, like loud ear ringing.
Yep.
And it's on either the right side, and then out of nowhere it'll switch to another ear, the other ear, the left ear, and it's like loud.
Yeah, that's gifts opening up. And the thing that kind of happens is we make it known that we want our gifts to open up, and then they start opening up. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Like sometimes our spiritual gifts will open up very suddenly during times of trauma, right? Traumatic events in the family or in life, or car accidents. That'll jar some of our gifts open. That's not the way I like things to happen, but sometimes you can't help that in life. Or we just gently flex them and make it known and cultivate the ground for them to grow. I feel like you've really been working with this from both of you guys and just kind of putting it out there, so it's starting to come to you. The more you focus on it, the more it will focus on you. That's your guides and your gifts. The energy inside of you and outside of you will both respond to where you direct it to go. Thank you, Jamie.
Well, not to put my business out there, but last night Zay came really close to my face, right? And it got louder.
Yeah.
Like, it was to where I heard it, and as he got closer, it just got louder. I was like, what that? Like, I've never experienced that before.
Yeah.
And it like threw me off, but I was like, oh my God, I love this. I was like, I hear it.
Because sometimes when we open up to who we are, we experience who we are and we fall in love with who we are. And that's really what's supposed to happen. You know, like I'm working with somebody who didn't have a healthy relationship with emotions until they started to heal. And now it's still unpleasant. I still hate feeling emotions too, especially when they're not my own. But it's not as bad. Now it's kind of like a good thing. It's because it's like I'm accepting who I am and getting in touch with who I am, and it becomes beautiful, right? We see the beauty of who we are, and through the process of accepting ourselves on a different level that we may not have been in tune with. Like, look at you, Arlene. You're starting to tap into like your roots and your spiritual roots through your heritage. Does that not feel good? It's like, hello, me. Nice to see you after all this time. You know, and it's a good thing when we can enter into a space and let ourselves come out without any fear or apprehension of what might be on the other side of that.
Well, the fact that I can tap into that into my heritage, along with the help of my ancestors,
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yep.
It's amazing. I still don't remember a lot of it.
That's
but
okay.
Time it'll come.
Instinctively, and I feel that we can talk to the memory in our blood. There are traditions that talk about that. I am in alignment with them. I feel that we can access our soul's memory through our bloodline because I feel that that's how we reincarnate is through our family. And I feel that we can access the ability and the memory of our grandparents and our great grandparents and those who came before us whose blood runs in our veins. Their blood runs in our veins. They are inside of us, right? Or at least they until we were conceived, up until that point. But there is so much just raw power in our bloodlines that it's incredible when you take the time to wrap your mind around it. Look at how pretty this fucking tree is.
Really is. I was just about to say the exact same thing. Okay, so that was you feeling me apparently, because I literally said the same thing before I unmuted.
So I have learned that the best way to ship these out is put them in a Tupperware with bubble wrap and then put them inside of a box. So they're like in a box inside of a box.
It's gorgeous.
It buffs the shock. It's like having a shock valve around it. So that's how I ship them. Do you still have to?
The color she wanted?
Huh?
Are you going based off the color she wanted, or you?
I was told that I had artistic freedom and to use my intuition.
That's a pretty color mix.
It is, and the vibration on it because of the stones that they are.
High.
It's super chill. It's super mellow, and it's super high. Like I get excited working on it. I don't feel tired. I feel energized, and this is me having less than 15 hours of sleep in the last 3 days total. I feel awake and energized with my hands on this tree.
Like it literally makes me want to scream like a little kid. Look at it, it's so shiny.
I love that.
It looks like it's definitely going to be beneficial
It is.
for our.
It is. It's going to do exactly what it needs to do. Exactly what the prayers ask it to. I need some coffee soon, I think.
It is stunning.
So what you think coffee?
Oh, absolutely. What time is it?
What would cause a person?
Oh no.
Oh no.
What happened?
I don't know. I heard. Oh no.
I heard what would cause a person.
I heard that too.
What would cause a person to start out with a certain set of gifts and then it's like it just stopped?
Lots of things. Fear. Binding. Like. So everything is energy and electricity, right? Everything in creation that we see, from this tree that I'm working on to the chair I'm sitting in to the desk that this tree is on top of, is nothing but moving light particles. And it is us who we are interpreting those moving light particles that are controlled and held together by consciousness, that is receiving and picking up on the information. But what happens when somebody that is good at sending signals sends signals to interfere with that, right? It can mess all kinds of things up. That's how bindings work, right? When you bind somebody, everybody talks about putting somebody in a freezer. For the record, freezer spells and jar spells are largely crap to anybody that knows what they're doing. But it's just one of those things that, like, you are giving a representation of an energy and you're doing something with it and saying, I want this energy around you to be blocked from this, this, or this, right? Binding. That will work for a period of time, but if the person knows how to push energy out, it'll just break through that, and the signal will start to come back through. You're just feeding signal and feeding electricity like a radio, right? The quartz receiver is in your brain. The frequency is coming into your brain and going out of your brain. So either it's something with the signal coming in or around, or it's something within the mind that's interpreting it. Does that make sense? Usually with the mind, it is thoughts, fears, discomfort, something got triggered and came up for healing that needs to be addressed before the flow will start again. So it's like a halt. Your brain said, brakes, I can't go any farther until you deal with this. That is the most common reason right there. You heal to a point where you can go no farther until you heal some more.
I seen, so it started at puberty. I could see spirits, and they would communicate with me like it was a telepathic kind of thing. I could pick up the vibe off of them, you know?
Sure.
But it wasn't words, and it wasn't like what I experienced the other night where it was words and pictures like in my mind. And 11 people in my life passed away in 1 year. And
that's rough.
Factors.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then right after that, then I found out my uncle was sick. So I literally watched it keep happening. And like since my uncle passed away, he's come back to me, but it was for meditation. So he's got legs now. And then the 11's life was in the background. And there was music playing. And she was like, "Come on, Glenn. It's time to go." And I could hear all of this. You know what I mean? It was really cool.
Yep.
But I think that's what shut it off, was just the trauma of losing so many people that I just was like, I don't want to see anybody.
Yep. Trauma. This needs to heal before I go any farther. Yep.
Turned into something else where then I could hear it. Now I speak it.
Aprilline! Y'all, sorry, I'm just now seeing my phone. My bad.
Hey.
You've been busy teleporting.
Yeah, I'm doing things I shouldn't be doing.
That's okay. Nobody will hold it against you.
And I was trying to race Zay home, but he done beat me. I was literally right behind him.
Why are you racing him home?
Well, he literally worked like 10, 15 minutes from me.
Oh.
And when I was on here earlier, I was literally like, it would be ironic if that was Zay and I checked his location. Turns out he was literally driving right in front of me.
And it was.
I was like, oh, we're gonna race. Well, yeah, he beat me. He's already gone. I can't see him no more.
Funny. Oh, I love Hosier.
Yeah, cool. I was even nice and took him some lunch.
Oh.
Aww.
Right, with the only $100 I have left in my account.
You feel super light though. Like,
me?
yeah, you feel super light right now.
It's been getting better. I will say that.
That's good.
I have been enjoying our naughty things.
Good.
We've been spending plenty of time together.
Good.
Definitely more than what we were. So I've been enjoying it.
Good. That's awesome. I have found, I feel like 15 years gives somebody enough authority on relationships to at least generate an opinion on the subject.
So I am all for it. Anything will help.
I feel that if you love somebody, it's always worth it. Right? The work that you put into it, like things get hard. No relationship is easy. Things suck with people sometimes because humans are fucking humans. Right? And humans, we're imperfect. Right? I'm imperfect. You're imperfect. We're not going to hold it against anybody. So we can't expect perfection out of our spouse, but if we love them where they're at and we love the idea of spending our life with them, it's always worth working through it, right? And you get to that point again, and then it teaches you, oh my God, it was worth it because we got back to this spot. So the next time you hit that spot, and you will, I promise, you'll think back to this and say, it was worth it last time, it'll be worth it this time. And your relationship gets stronger, right? Every time you go through one of those periods, your relationship will get stronger if you do push through it. Because if you love it, if you love that person, it's worth it. No matter what.
Yes. Well, I mean, y'all heard me where I'm like, oh my God, like it's not enough.
Yeah.
And I do too. I'll sit here and I'm like, well, not here, but I'll sit and think like, okay, like I gotta remember like all the positive shit he does for me, all the shit that I don't have to worry about.
Right.
And I think it's mainly like not to put our business out there, but not releasing the hormones that I need to release
You
or
bet.
get the endorphins that I need.
You bet.
You know what I mean? I really feel like that's what it was. Well, I know for sure now that's what it was. And now that I've been taking control or putting it out there, like, hey, like I need this, like this is what I need.
Yeah.
And it helps me.
Yep.
Like putting it out there and like him, like, okay, like let me, take care of it, whatever. It's definitely been helping.
Yeah. Well, and that's it.
I'm not as annoyed.
So oxytocin is the chemical that is released in your blood at climax, but it is also released at birth during natural childbirth. It is a bonding hormone, right? It causes things to bond together. What you're looking at and touching, when you have an oxytocin release in your brain, you develop emotional connection with. Oxytocin releases are necessary for healthy relationships. Fact.
Yeah.
Right? And it relieves stress. Like there's a lot of physiological things, but like that bonding, you need to keep bonding. It's the glue that holds the relationship together. You got to put it in there and get it stuck, right? Stick yourselves together. And it's Jamie, she says, oxytocin. Facts. Yeah, it's so important, and being able to vocalize what you need in a relationship, I think, is a necessary skill to have any kind of successful relationship. If you can't vocalize your needs, you're dooming yourself to failure, right? Necessary. So good on you, for the record.
Yeah, that was my thing too. Like I was always like, I'm gonna just shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Because I know myself. I know my temper, and with us both being stubborn Tauruses, like I already knew, like it's gonna off the muscle just be like an argument,
Sure.
Because I know how I am. Like I'm not. When it comes to confrontation, like I'm aggressive when it comes to shit like that. Like off the muscle, I'm aggressive.
Yep.
So I had to literally for a while figure out how the fuck do I approach my husband? Like how do I approach him? I already know how I am. Like how do I approach him? And I've realized for me is catching him when he's like on his level.
You bet.
Like I'll be like, look, I'm annoyed. Like, what was it, last Friday? He came home and he's like, why do I feel like you don't want to give me a hug? And I was like, because I'm annoyed with you right now. Like,
Yep.
I'm mad at you. And he was just like, well, I mean, he's like, I didn't know you were gonna come home early. And I'm like, I come home early, but that's fine. You did what you had to do. It is what it is.
Yeah.
He's just like, okay, well, I'm sorry. And I was like, okay. Now I know I need to catch him when he's elevated.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't trigger neither one of us.
Well, timing is important for any conversation, and usually we have to wait until we ourselves also are out of a certain feeling so that we can enter into a communication without that emotional charge, right? Super important. So I mean that's huge learnings. This entire experience that you just had in your relationship is a learning experience that's going to carry you forward for years, guaranteed. It may not have felt that good, but it was. Promise. I think this is done, and I'm at the point like a painter hits when they keep on adding paint, and if they keep on touching it, they're gonna fuck it up. So I need to control myself. I hate that.
I'm about to play chicken. We're gonna play chicken.
With the Zay and your vehicles?
Yeah.
That sounds unsafe.
He stopped. He's like, go.
Thank you, Jamie. Okay, so I am going to go right here.
Okay, you guys, we're both home. I appreciate y'all listening to me. Much love. I will see y'all when I see y'all.
Much love. Have a beautiful evening.
Love you so much.
Bye.
Bye. I'll try to get on. We don't have the kids, but
Nice.
still, it's us time once I'm home.
So
I'll talk to y'all later.
perfect. So, is there anything that you would like to change or tweak or anything?
Nope.
You like it the way it is? I love that. It's got a vibe, Arlene. It'll sit and
It's perfect. A manifestation room.
yeah, and it's
That's
perfect
yours?
for a little altar.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's stunning.
It looks like spring. I love that. It does.
It does look like spring.
I love that.
And that's
Okay.
rebirth and
It
building
is.
beautiful and brand new things.
It
My
is.
next piece is going to be a weeping willow.
I want one of those so much.
Oh, I can't.
That's one of my favorite trees.
Yeah, that'll be. I'll probably start on that in the next 2 weeks, and then it'll be done for you whenever you're ready for it.
Okay.
Okay, so send me a picture of that necklace, and that'll get started tonight. I'm gonna jump off, guys, and go get some coffee and all that good stuff. If you
Awesome.
haven't
Bye.
and you are in here, please remember to go
Bye,
to my
Elsie.
Discord and my YouTube. Talk to you all soon. Love you. See you.
Yes.
Bye.
Let's see. Bye.
Archimedes, what is with you and my laptop right now? Can I help you? Okay. Yeah, this turned out so good. I suppose I should show YouTube, hey? You wanted to see it too. Yeah. I was like, oh, I didn't even show YouTube. Hold on 1 second. I'll send you a video of it on Snap too. Yeah, our light is whitewashing it out. It did. It turned out real good. It's a different design than the other one, just because of the amount of wire used and like the stiffness of the branches. Turned out super good. Definitely this one. Peridot. How do we spell rhodocorsate? I'm going to close this, actually. If you guys are doing that in Snap, I'll jump in there. I don't know if that's a phone call or a Snap call. But, yeah, I'm going to end this live, too. So, talk to you soon.